Welcome and welcome to the present. Yes. We are back after quite a disappointed weekend, but the show must go on. It's Evo, sir. How are we
Mm,
doing this morning?
yeah, I'm doing well. I'm doing well. How else can I live? Yeah, we just have to do it.
We know a
Uh,
lot of Arsenal fans have been getting it and taking
Yeah,
it.
to
It,
all
it
the
becomes a
to
territory.
all the look, bro, to all the this runners for life, I won't be ashamed of my team. The bums that are
Never.
laughing at me, if your team can do it, let them come. We know them.
It, it,
We know them.
don't find it very interesting that it's the Chelsea fans, the Man
Man
U fans
you
are very ecstatic, have a lot to
of course,
say. The
of course.
audacity of a Tottenham fan, like you see, I understand if winners are poking fun at me, but for losers who
Yeah.
have not won something in almost 30 to 40 years, see, we've lost the idea of shame in society. Like, how dare you?
Bro, you have to understand. It's those that are below you that will laugh at you. As you normally say, who is now fears no fall. So
Exactly.
their own is you see it comes with the territory of success. When you're going for success, you have to understand people will discourage you. Then when you're now doing wonders, doing bits, when things take a slight, mishap or just the wind sways a little bit, they are the ones that will laugh. They are the ones that make the entertainment because winners understand now this is the effort. So I understand people were feeling bitter. Maybe Arsenal fans were feeling bitter. Some didn't take it too badly, they understood it was just the day we didn't take our chances. And I'm proud to say we didn't take our chances because I'm glad they didn't outplay us. So if we had taken our chances, definitely we would have been on top. And people also forget it's 2 points behind. We cannot
Yeah.
I don't like that notion of it's gone. That's a stupid notion, especially when we are 2 points behind. Because everybody that is saying Manchester City don't drop points, be very careful when they are telling you this. Manchester City we are about, I think, 8 points ahead of Liverpool. Was it almost 2 or 3 seasons ago? Or 2 seasons ago?
I think so.
When
Yeah.
it took the last day, the
Hey,
Manchester City were dropping points to the point that the last day Aston Villa were beating them 2-0. That's the day
they have
Liverpool
to
could
win
have
three
won.
two.
You understand? So we can't just and that was the day where what do they call it? Where Liverpool's quadruple. That was the season Liverpool's quadruple. Dreams were actually very, very, very possible. So we can't just come and say, okay, the league is gone. The league is not gone. You win your games so that you give yourself every chance. Because if Man City,
Chance. Yeah.
the way we lost, nobody saw Arsenal and Liverpool losing on the day. So you don't know the day Man City will lose. Let's stop this narrative of it's Man City. Yes, they've shown that okay, fine, they don't drop points easily, but when they've been dropping points, nobody saw it coming. So we can't
Sure.
just say it's over and now go and lose. Then Man City will lose, and it will now be Liverpool who now don't lose and now go and win the league. It'll be embarrassing for us. So let's continue playing as well as we've been playing. Look, it's the one loss we'll have. Nobody goes unbeaten in a season. it's still loss. We are the ones that
Yeah.
have gone unbeaten. So we should
Unbeaten.
just look
Yeah.
at it and say, look, it's one of those losses. Yes, we have tough games, but I don't see Chelsea as that team that's coming to come and beat us. Because when we see those guys, I'm sure we are going to be angry. Secondly, what do they call most teams that we are going to play? Look, better be ready. Because if we start scoring again, it's going to be a long day. Because think about it. Man City, even if they draw and we win, we're going to be higher on goal difference.
Goal
So
difference. Yeah. Exactly.
let's not lose any hope or
Like I
this
said
thing.
yesterday, it's not a lost cause yet. It's not totally. But I understand when people are feeling because of the experience of Man City. They've won the T-shirt. They've done it before. The experience is there. The antecedent is there, which is fine. But like you said, they still drop points. It's still possible they lose or draw the next 6 games. So I understand
Yeah,
is looking unlikely. Looking unlikely doesn't mean it's not likely.
bro,
So
it's
I mean, the hope
looking
is
unlikely for us. The games where everyone thought we would lose was maybe with Tottenham. You
yeah,
understand?
exactly.
Unfortunately for Aston Villa. So we
Yeah,
can look and say that's the one game we've lost. Okay, fine. We've drawn one, we've lost one this year. We've had an amazing start to the year. Let's push on to the next one. Even as Ateta said, it had been coming in the way we had been playing. Maybe we had not been playing. We had maybe fatigue wise because
wise. Yeah.
everybody is forgetting. It could have been fatigue. We are these players are not machines.
If you look at the second half, you could see the fatigue
Yeah,
was there. It's
of
like,
course.
was it physical fatigue or mental fatigue? Because sometimes you are thinking it's physical fatigue, it may be mental fatigue. Like when Ateta
Yeah,
said it has been coming, I was like, how? Because I didn't see the traces from our performances. But he's the manager; he sees them in training all the time. It's with
yeah.
them. Maybe other things we are not noticing because we're always saying like I was discussing with you on the phone yesterday. Partey has been training for 3 weeks. Tomiyasu has
Mm,
been for 3 weeks, but you are yet to start
mm,
again. There might be something
mm.
we don't know. So these things
Of
are
course.
accumulation of things that you might not know. So uh,
Yeah.
it's appointing,
And
but
of
it's not
course.
finished.
Yeah. And even if our squad is fit, people still forget. Not as our squad is fully fit. Yes, on paper, not everybody is
Yeah,
fully fit to play
match sharp
in the
play.
games. Yes, or match up. Exactly. That's the best word. So we can't just say, okay, everybody's available. We saw Partey against Bayern. His legs felt like something that
Oh,
had given out.
yeah.
You understand?
It
You
will run
look at
on rewind.
exactly. You look at Fabio Vieira, he's back. Ateta knows why he's not playing him yet. So all
Yet,
these
yeah.
things are also a factor. Time will come, you know. Look, if the guys, all I'm just praying is they have the, as you said, is it a mental fatigue? Because I do remember Arsene Wenger used to call it, he called it mental stamina.
Yeah,
So we also have to look at the mental stamina of the guys. Maybe this one loss will kind of reset their memory again and be like, okay, fine.
exactly.
You know, this is the thing. Or it could still be that everybody will just, it can still be a little bit of mental fatigue and physical fatigue also. So we just have to, any way we can encourage ourselves. I don't know how the guys are doing it because look, anybody who has competed or doing anything that is worthwhile will know that it's not easy to be performing
Sure,
at a high
definitely.
level. You understand,
Yeah.
and not having bad days and bouncing back from those bad days. It's not the easiest thing.
So talking about bouncing back from those bad days, not being AGSN. So that segues us into we are playing Bayern tomorrow in the Champions League. Now, you could say we drew against Bayern last week, not the best result a lot of Arsenal fans were hoping for based on the form we're showing prior to that game. Then we
Yeah.
go into the Aston Villa game with thinking we can get a bounce back, which we didn't. Actually, we got a bounce down by getting beaten at home by Aston Villa. Now we are going to the Bayern game, second leg at the Allianz Arena. How optimistic are you?
Well, I would say I am optimistic. You understand? We don't have any other choice. That is, as you were telling me something yesterday when you said, even as something happened to you, you still had to. You understand? You
Yeah,
can't
exactly.
cry. You can't
Yeah,
cry because you still have something to fight for. Some of the teams
sure.
that have won Champions Leagues, they maybe it was the only competition that they had, and they had knew that they just have to win it. So knowing fully well we're going to Bayern, it's one of two things. Either we crumble there or we bounce back. You understand? And we don't know fully well what can happen. You understand? We don't
Sure.
know how the guys will react. I am looking for a reaction and hoping for one. And I do think the team will be looking and hoping for a reaction because they know it's needed. You understand? They know it's needed. I know realistically some of them are tired. Maybe that's why Arteta rested Jorginho during the weekend because he wanted someone that could, it's kind of an eye towards midweek. So we know that this game against Bayern is going to be, they are their home ground. They want to,
Sure.
huff and off. You understand? And people are telling us Allianz Arena. I don't think those people are coming on the pitch. You
Now,
understand
to,
me?
to, to, to,
So,
to actually push back on the Allianz Arena narrative, sorry to interrupt you because of the little
no
bit of
problem.
the delay. We saw Atlanta go to Anfield, one of the most dreaded
Yeah,
stadiums in the
venues.
world, and we saw what they did there. So I'm not saying home advantage is not good, but we overrate it, we overstate it, and over embellish it. Like Sheffield
Yeah,
United, why do people go there and beat them even though they have home advantage? Like sometimes we can see the logic is not logicking, but we'll try to push certain narrative even though the truth is before us. Home advantage
yeah,
doesn't mean much. I'm not saying it's negligible totally. It don't mean that great that people make it to be. Like you said, they are not coming on the pitch to join Bayern to play us.
yeah.
They'll be yelling on the stands, which can give them at most 10 to 15% bump in confidence and adrenaline. At most. At most. But the main players and the main actors will be on the pitch,
On the pitch.
11v11. Those are the main guys. So these Allianz Arena, come on. Come on. By that logic, they came to the Emirates. No
Yeah,
fans, right?
no fun.
And they got
And
a,
they could
and
still
they got a draw.
draw. So,
So please, let's not do that. We lost those days at Allianz Arena because we're not good enough, not because of the
yeah,
fans. Nobody can sell me some snake oil. We're not just good
yeah.
enough at that time point. So
That's a fact. Going there now, we need to, because we know we need to win, we need to advance. And
sure,
maybe some boosts is that Nabri, he may not play. I don't think he will
he's
play.
not playing. He suffered hamstring in the
Kingsley,
first leg. He's not playing.
yeah, Kingsley Coman is not
Out too.
available. Yeah, I think he
So
was it
left is
last.
Sane.
Yeah, Leroy Sané, and I'm not saying he can't do a job. I don't think he alone will do everything. You have
I
Harry
remember they
Kane,
put
you have
Musiala on the
Musiala.
they put Musiala on the wings instead of in the 10 that played him against us. Maybe they'll put
Yeah,
Musiala on the wing this time to give that pace and try to run
yeah,
at our wingers, which I think will be more prepared for this time.
yeah.
So do you think Arteta might have the audacity to want to play Zinchenko again in this match because he has received a lot of flack in the media, meaning social media, Twitter. Everybody is ripping into him.
Who is Zinchenko or Arteta?
Zinchenko.
Bro, this is my first problem with people. Okay, a lot
Yeah.
of people are now they're not becoming unfortunate. Arteta didn't have Timber, he didn't have Tomiyasu, right? Like I said,
Yeah.
even if they were available, we cannot see to some extent they are not fit enough.
North.
I don't know if you understand me. Let people, okay, who do you
Yeah, I
want
do.
him to play? Their father? Should he sign their father and put him on the pitch? Sometimes people are unrealistic. Okay,
A lot of people.
this problem began when people started tearing into. And let me say something. We all have political views that do not align. Someone has his political view ever since he posted something about these people.
Those,
Was
yeah.
it this country now
Yeah, I
that
know what you're
were
talking about.
bombing this
Yeah.
other country? Yeah. Ever since he posted it, a certain demographic started pushing a movement against him. You understand? So people's views and hatred towards him come from their what do they call it?
Political
Either
views.
their race, yes, views, either their racial views, or those views come from their religious biases. So they have turned it to anytime he has a bad game, they will use that other
On that tone.
bias and add it and overplay it. You remember you said it, he's not horrible. This is the same guy that has played in a Man City defense that I don't believe is better than this one. He has gone to the toughest grounds to play and they've won.
But
So
on
we
the
could
flip
say,
side, I can push back and say that I can say I'm not trying to be
yeah,
able to you. But on the flip side, he has been clumsy and he keeps on making these
bro,
mistakes.
he has,
Identical
yeah,
mistakes. Identical
yes,
mistakes that you expect him to outgrow.
Bro, you remember you said something. When those mistakes normally come, is when you complain another thing, when we don't take our chances. You remember you told me something a certain time. You said even he was making the same mistakes, but the problem was he had enough quality where they could do it. Those mistakes will come when Man City 2-0, 3-0 up.
Yeah.
You understand? And you will not do this thing. But yes, I see those mistakes. I'm not saying they are not there. You understand? That comes from being too cute. Sometimes I expect, look, if you cannot walk, just whack the ball to Rosie. But the role sometimes, when we also still look, Arteta can tell him, you're the one that I expect to keep the ball beyond everything. Instruction could still be that, okay, this guy will want to keep it. Look, that was another problem Mustafi had. Always wanting to be a ball-playing centre-back by any means possible. You understand? And sometimes, look at Gabriel against Bayern. The same thing. When we felt, okay, fine. Now, maybe if it was Zinchenko that played in place of Kiwior, he might have been able to stretch more and win that ball. But it was to Kiwior. Remember you said, don't worsen the situation that is already bad. Right. So if he had flung the ball into Rosie at that particular time, he's in
reassemble.
Yes.
Yeah, we'll reassemble and maybe we don't consider goal.
Yeah. So for me, that is Zinchenko's problem. Still, because he's that guy, that profile, these are some of the, what do they call it? Some of the consequences or the cons
of having that profile, of his game,
or being that profile. So when people say it, that's why when you say it sometimes, they over-embellish it. Now, if people are saying he should not play Zinchenko, I want a real answer. Who should start? These were the same people that slated this guy. Now he played Kiwior. If Tomiyasu cannot be fit, I'm going with Zinchenko again.
Yeah, he has to play.
I'm not doing the Kiwior thing. Okay, didn't Zinchenko come on against Bayern in the second leg?
I looked and did better than Kiwior.
So what notable mistake? This season he played against Liverpool. Granted, that moment where he didn't, that one moment, and Salah's quality, it was because of Salah's quality that it counted. Now, he played against the same Liverpool in the return leg, and he didn't look out of sorts in the second leg. Till Arteta took him off and Kiwior came on in the second half. Then you now look at some of the games we were able to play. Which other games? We played some big games. Even this season, when we played Manchester City at home, he played now. Our brother Doku came, and Doku could not dribble. He came back to the other. So I think sometimes we are not fair in our assessments. You understand? You can be fair because that's who you are. But some people, because of the narrative, they are not fair. So if you're telling me right now that Arteta should not play Zinchenko, unless your dad is a left back or your other brother, your uncle, I don't see anybody that can play there. Now, the only thing is, how fit is Tomiyasu? Can Tomiyasu be able to last the full 90 minutes? If he can, or a good way, then yeah.
Okay, that's a fair one. That's a fair one. For me, I understand why people don't want to say him. I kind of agree, but like we say, rationality and sensibility and objectivity has come in. If Tomiyasu is not fit, we're not playing Kiwior. He has to play. Like he's the lesser of the evil between him and Kiwior.
Wait, they want Arteta to put Cedric Abi. People will be acting as if they know.
they know something we don't know. They must know something we don't know. So let me read this chat from Marcel Simpson. Going to the Emirates Stadium to watch the women's team. Shout out to you. With my daughter from the US. Arteta is amazing. MUNICH is in trouble. Gonna ruin social media. I love your optimism. Like I said, after the game, we can be offended and disappointed, but we'll put things in perspective and move on. Yeah. So shout out to Marcel Simpson. Arsenal is bigger than wins and loses and losses rather. So that's what it means.
Bro, see what people do not get. Everybody is talking. This team, this same manager has competed without a world-class striker that everybody has been saying we don't have.
Sure.
You understand? So all I'm just saying is, look at Manchester City. Look at Klopp. We have, remember, I always keep saying it. Salah is the one that always used to bail Klopp out. He think
Bail Klopp
Klopp's
out.
tactics. It's that guy. Okay. Now, even if Saka is scoring 30 goals in a whole season or 35, you still need another person by that side that can also complement or augment. So who else? Now that we started seeing Kai, Trossard, all those goals. Now, why do you want the guy who scores the goals all the time? Is in on days where we need to score 1 or 2 goals, because he's a striker, he can just net it in and destroy the confidence of the opposition. That is why you need that guy. So, with the way we've played this season, and being realistic, I just don't see many teams that are better than us. I don't.
So let's not lose touch. Let's not lose track of. We are doing the preview for Bayern because we're going to pivot on that side. So Bayern tomorrow, they are missing Coleman. They are missing Gnabry. Maybe Muller will come in. It could be a tough game, but I still think we have the quality to go there and get a win, regardless of what we kind of lost we had against Aston Villa. I think if the team can just dust themselves up, it's possible. Bayern are not exceptionally good. Individually, they are still a threat, but I think we can go there and get a win.
Yeah, of course. I'm not scared or looking at it and saying, oh, we're not going to get anything. I look at it as a game where I don't see us losing realistically. I look at it where what's come to worst, we play penalties. You understand? So I'm not seeing us losing those games
in regulation time. You don't see us losing in regulation time, right?
Regulation time. I back us as that team because everybody will look and say, "Oh, how would they react?" And we just go there and get a wonderful win. And once we get the wonderful win, life goes on. So, but a question I wanted to ask you. How do you see our attack going into that game? Like your choice of what you would use for the attack?
For me, I'll go back to Martinelli, Kai, and Saka. That's what remember that when I asked you that question a few weeks ago, I said we are scoring goals in droves and in plenty and play more efficiently with Kai up front because he does not want to take 2 extra touches with the ball like Jesus. Mr. Jesus, I like him, but I'm frustrated now and I'm tired of him kind of delaying our fluid movement when we're attacking because he won't take extra touches. So we have to go back to what has worked in 2024, right?
Yeah.
I'm not saying Jesus was the reason we lost against Aston Villa. That's far from it. 2 things can be right at the same time. I'm just saying let's go back to Martinelli, Kai, and Saka. Those guys are more fluid. They're more lethal on their day. Now, we can say Martinelli has been struggling since he had that caught foot. He has not been himself. We don't know why he's struggling. But hopefully, he can start this game and he can play one of his best games. And if Zinchenko plays tomorrow and he's on his A game, and Martinelli is on his A game, I share the same optimism with you that we can go there and get a result. Not only a result, a fantastic result.
Yeah. I have to agree. Because it makes it so funny that the one moment Kai didn't play. We said this thing against West Ham. When we said if Kai had played against West Ham, we would have won.
West Ham.
And people
maybe the result would have been different.
Yeah, they were telling us to go this one. The one moment where Kai doesn't play up top, we see that the ball doesn't flow as quickly as it needs to. Yeah, because we're moving. So with Bayern, I know people will say, "Oh, look at the way he played against," but that was because we didn't, in my opinion, we didn't exploit some other avenues like more crosses into the box. Sometimes.
Okay, talking about that, why is Saka Trossard sometimes do not cross the ball when Kai is in the fucking box? Pardon my French. Like, why do we do that all the time? Why?
The problem, even Saka even tries to cross. I don't Martinelli's wing, they don't put in enough crosses from there. They do
I
not
don't know
pull
why.
in enough crosses from Martinelli's wing. Because sometimes you cut the ball onto your right and you just swing another ball so that he's
Sure.
always there. I don't know if you understand. He doesn't, from that wing especially, because Saka, we still see that he tries to. But when it comes to Martinelli's wing, look at the one he gave Jesus last season against Liverpool when we were leading them 2-0. That kind
Exactly.
of cross, you understand? Kai is there. Let him compete with those guys because in some moments
Guys,
he doesn't need to, he doesn't need to head the ball into the goal. He just needs
you
sometimes
just
to
need to
lay
cause
it.
chaos.
Yeah,
Sometimes just cause chaos right there.
just chaos there,
Just
so that they know that
yeah.
boy, we switch things up. So for me, that is what I feel Martinelli can do more of. You understand? And Martinelli now should start taking shots. I don't know
And
why
I'm tired
he
of
always
trying to dribble to the
to the
byline.
byline.
That's why I'm most like, I don't know why these players are. That's why I call them they're not world class yet, because world class is making the right decision at the right time. Messi, they knew how to make the right decision at the right time. These are dribbling all the time. It's not every time you dribble. See, I don't get the aggro from over dribbling all the time. Sorry.
Yeah,
Why do you have to dribble all the fucking time? Sometimes keep it simple. Be unpredictable.
yeah,
They think you're on dribble, you pass it or you cross it.
yeah,
They think you're on cross it, you dribble. But all this time, they see most defenders don't know what Saka Martinelli want to do. I thought they changed that habit when they came back in 2024. They've gone back to their old habit. That doesn't work. It doesn't work. Like, it's not every time you are dribbling. Cross it.
yeah.
Like I said, take enough
Crosses.
shots.
Let it be there's only crosses that you want to take. Let it be you just
Yeah.
cross. Because when you mix it up, they don't know what to expect. That is just
Exactly.
the thing. I know maybe the dribbling has been working, but when you get 2 or 3 players down on you, no matter how good you are, 2, 3 players there, because it's so funny now that Saka doesn't even need to touch the ball for them to jump back in. So I feel more of one touch, just give it to another person, one touch. Let it be that is other guy that is pulling. You just need to find your space and but I expect more crosses, or I hope for more crosses from Martinelli's wing because it will do more good. Because there are some moments even Saka is behind Kai and Kai has occupied defenders.
Right there. He has occupied defenders. Cross it to him.
Occupied. Saka is free.
Yeah.
Just cross the ball. And we also have to talk another problem. Another problem we're having is when people are saying he's playing the number 8. That is his best.
That's some dumb shit. This English pundits, some of the dumbest pundits, and the English fans, some of the dumbest fans on the earth. Very arrogant and dumb. There is no way you think Rice can play 8. Are you watching football or are you watching corn?
When
you watch Rice and think he can play there as an offensive 8. Now, can he play there as a someone that was pressing to win the ball on top? Yeah, don't tell me he can play 8. Are you dumb? Are you that stupid? Yeah.
When I'm seeing
Rice
it,
8.
When I'm seeing it, they are saying it. My guy who's my Arsenal fan said his dream midfielder as the 8. He said for him will be Dani Olmo, understand, of Leipzig, which is a player that I like, fine, technically blessed and gifted. But if I'm not looking at the profile of Dani Olmo and looking at Declan Rice as an 8,
Rice. No,
because sometimes I feel Martinelli is suffering that.
No, Martinelli. I know I called it. Go and watch our first 10 games. If you have some brain, right? No, I don't have any agenda against Rice. I still love him. Like I told you yesterday, we signed a defender to play DN. That's how I see Rice. A defender playing DN. If you notice the first 10 games, give him the ball because he's right-footed. Saka all the time. Like Martinelli and Kai were suffering. He wasn't because he can't shift his body because he can't pass those kind of diagonal passes. So you have to give it to Saka all the time. All the time. He's Saka all the time.
Okay, Rice is giving it to Saka.
He's going to do that. Like he didn't take a rocket scientist to see that, to figure that out. You could see that he's going to give it to other guy. But when Partey plays there, Partey can mix it up because he's a better technician. Now, I'm not shitting on Rice because his fans come to my comment section and come and be waffling. Use your fucking brain. I love Rice, but I'm still telling you he has some deficiency that, like, I know you won't be a fanboy. I'm not a fanboy. I'm someone that can use my brain and look at things. He does not have certain passes. Then you say play it because we put him there sometimes because there's Jorginho who can do the passing from the deep. Use your effing brain, so he can actually try and stop the attacks and defend from the front. He's not an 8. He can't play it. He doesn't have the technique, the guile, the sensibility. He doesn't have it. This is not me shitting on Rice. He's just calling for what it is. I remember I told you yesterday, I'll still keep Rice. I also think, in my opinion, we signed the wrong profile of DM, because when you're playing for the top team, even as a DM, you can pass well. Busquets was a DM, great passer of the ball. Rodgers is a DM, great passer of the ball. So DM doesn't mean just defend. Now, will I play him against a Barca or a Man City in a tight game because he do a fantastic defensive job? Yes. But when you need him to play well against an Aston Villa, a Brighton, and pass well when all the guy is being marked, the 8 is being marked, he's useless.
Yeah, of course. Because you need that other 8 that has to be, what do they call it, exceptional. So
it is what it is. He's a good player as a defensive player, but attacking wise, now, even though defensive wise, we saw the mistake made against Bayern last week. I'm not going to dwell on that to lambaste him, but he made a huge mistake. He misread the pass. I can tell he's not experienced. Yeah. It happens.
Yeah, that one. The reason I'm not even focusing on it is one of the few we'll see, of which everybody has their own catalog of defensive errors, there. Definitely. So I'm not even bothered on, about that one. That one happened. So we've, what are they called it? We've known, we've seen it, and it's just for us to, what do they call it? To just adapt. We have to see. We have been adapting this year, so we'll just round it off.
So what will be your prediction for the match?
Oof,
predictions we're going to round up. So they're taking a long time.
Funny enough, if we're on our A game, I see us having either a 3-1 win or 2-1. 2-1 to 3-1 win if we're on our A game.
Pick one. You have to pick one.
Me, I don't want it to be tight. Nah, 3-1.
Okay.
I have my reasons for going with 3-1.
I'm going for a 2-0. I'm going for a smash and grab. I think Arsenal for the first time do a smash and grab at Bayern. That will have meant, I think we're going to do a smash and grab. I'm going to go put up a defensive. If we score first, it's finished. It's finished. So, I think we'll make some. I expect Tomiyasu to start tomorrow as left back. I think he will start tomorrow. I might be wrong, and we'll go with Zinchenko. And if it goes with Zinchenko, I will understand we don't have any other option. So it is what it is. So Martel says 3-1 is good. Is that what you're predicting? Okay, that's fair. So, guys, you're watching the playback. Be kind enough to strike the like button. Some of you just pathetic. I was looking at some of my videos yesterday. Good views, no likes. Like, are you people that full of hate? Like, if I even say something that you don't like, I'll go to channels that I don't like what they're saying. Just like it for the upgrade. Are you that full of rage that you can't strike the like button? Are you that bitter? Some people are so bitter. They don't watch it. If you're that bitter, right? If you're that bitter or everything I say, see, you know that I'm being, because my channel is still relatively small channel. But if you cannot, a like, I didn't say super chat, a like, and you're that bitter, something's wrong with you. Shout out to Mateo Simpson, always a supporter. Love your content. Thank you so much for your love and support all the time. So really appreciate you too. So it's my hero like Clive. That's great. That's great. That's great. I actually watch Clive content. He's one of the most reasonable Arsenal fan you can find around.
Really?
Very level-headed. Clive, he does content. I used to watch his content before I started even making content. So I like his content. Very, very subtle, very articulated, very smart, delivery on point. It's not this all these barbarians who are always shouting. No. It's calm spoken, soft spoken, knows what he's talking about. So it is what it is. So guys, if you're watching the playback one more time, strike the like button if you are not offended yet. Subscribe to if you like the content, and make sure you turn on the notification bells so that I can get notifications, because very soon ahead, but Steven said the Arsenal Vision. Yeah, Arsenal Vision. That's his podcast. So
Okay. Okay.
hopefully we'll get a win tomorrow. I'll be here tomorrow same time
Yeah.
to do match day. Hopefully we'll get update today when Mikel does his press conference. Hopefully Odegaard is fit and we don't have any significant players that are out for the game tomorrow. So guys, like the video,
Yeah.
subscribe. I will see you guys on the next one. Bye for now.